You, my friend, are an absolute fucking drone. You are an NPC if you cannot still make $10,000 per month with your social media marketing agency or any online B2B service-based business for that fact. Now, let me address the huge elephant in this fucking room right now, which is that yes, of course I sell something. I mean, who doesn't? You do, I do, Charlie Morgan does, Hermosi does. Everybody in this world is constantly selling you everything, whether there is a monetary price tag attached to that or not. They are constantly selling you something. Now, I want to open up an idea, which is that why is selling something bad? I mean, you sell stuff, don't you? Are you bad for selling stuff? Well, no. Anyways, I don't give a fuck about your opinion. You can go roast me down in the comments, well, for selling. Get the fuck out of here. You're broke. You're a fucking brokey, so get out of here. But for those of you real G's who actually have the humbleness and ego to admit that you may not know exactly what you're doing and you want to make $5, $10, $15, $20,000 per month online, then this video is going to be for you. So here's the deal. If you're still struggling to make money, it means that there is obviously a fundamental lack of understanding on your part of what business is and how to make money. Right? And one of the first viewpoints I want to bring up is your association, your idea, your view on money. You see, people that make money don't look at money as this, they don't put money on a pedestal. They don't look at money as like a god or like a king, like they worship. They look at money as like, oh, yeah, it's just like this. Who gives a fuck, right? They don't care. They don't sit there and dream about it and fantasize over it because to them, money isn't a big deal. And what happens is when you start to down, and granted, I understand this can be hard if your basic survival needs are not met, right? In Maslow's hierarchy of needs, if your baseline needs are not met, this may be difficult. But if your baseline needs are met, stop putting money on a pedestal. Stop idolizing money because what happens is the thing you idolize you never get, right? Let me ask you this. If you idolize Ronaldo, do you think when you meet him that you're going to go up and be like, hey man, nice to meet you. You know, I see you've done some cool things with your career. And just chat with him like a normal human being? Or are you going to Ronaldo, and like start like trying to shake his hand and get a picture? Which one are you going to do? If you idolize him, you're probably going to do the second one. Let me ask you this. Do you think Ronaldo's going to take you seriously? Do you think he's going to invite you into his network? Do you think he's going to give you his phone number? No. But imagine you went to him, right? You're like, hey, my name's Stefan. What's your name? The fuck? He's like, well, everyone always knows my name. Who's this guy? Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Nice to meet you, bro. What do you do? Right? Oh, dude, that place like, dude, that's fucking dope. Dude, listen, I gotta run. You seem like a super cool guy. I'd love to share some stuff with you and catch dinner sometime. What's your number? I'll shoot you over some info. Like, this is just an example. But you can see how your view on things impacts the way that you live that reality. And so the first thing is if you cannot make money, it means that you view money as scarce. You view it as something that you cannot get, which is why it's hard for you to get. And so what you have to start doing is viewing money as an abundant source. You have to view money as something that can just come to you. You have to view money as something that is normal. As something that just, it's water on the bridge. You just goes down by the wayside. Who cares? It's not a big deal to you. When you pitch someone $5K, yeah, it's $5K. Yeah, I can't afford it. All right, no big deal, man. See ya. That demeanor that you have, they're like, whoa, what? Why is this guy not making a big deal about this? Normally, everyone I talk to, like, starts screaming when I can't afford it, right? Your view on money is the first reason, the first bottleneck on why you can't make any money is because you idolize money. And we do not get the things we idolize. The fucking OnlyFans chick that you're stroking your cock to every single night, do you think that chick is going to hang out with you? No, she's hanging out with me. That's who she's fucking hanging out with. Why? Because I don't idolize her. Because I don't give a fuck about her. I don't give a shit. I can go find 100 other girls if I need to, right? But you worship her. You get down on your knees. You're like, OnlyFans girl, please. Like, the fuck? And you do the same with money. And that is why you cannot make any money. Is because fundamentally your perception of money is skewed to the point where you can't make any. Now, let's go into granted, if you can't even understand this, you'll never make any money. Like, you have to be able to view money as abundant. You have to be able to know that there's an abundant amount of money in this world and money will come to you. Okay? And this is why a lot of people that are in a rush to make money never make money. Because what happens is they're rushing, and they view money as scarce. They think that if they don't make 10K per month in 30 days, they all of a sudden implode, they get removed from the planet, and they're done. They can't make any more money ever, which simply isn't true. But what happens is a lot of people put these unrealistic, here's the thing, there's no such thing as unrealistic goals, there's only such thing as unrealistic timelines. And a lot of people put unrealistic timelines on their goals, and therefore they rush. They try and rush. Right? But Alex Hormozi once said, rush is imaginary. Rush is something you make up in your mind for no real reason. And when you rush, you do things improperly. We all know this, right? If you rush to try and make a meal, what happens? Well, you burn yourself or you miss something, right? If you're rushing to pack, what happens? When you finally get somewhere, you forgot something. When you rush, you mess things up. And it's the same in business. It's when you rush and when you try and get money fast, you view money as scarce. You don't view it as abundant. You don't view it as something that can come and go and is not a big deal. You view it as this absolute specimen. You put it on a pedestal. And so what you have to do is you have to fundamentally rewire your brain in the way you see things to make sure that you see money, money as not a big deal. Because it's just like this Vaseline I got here, or just like this hat, or just like this phone, not a big deal. What happens? Oh, let's say if my glasses break, I'll go get a new one. Let's say if this water bottle lid, right? Something happens to it. Just go get a new one, right? Who cares? That's the same with money, okay? And so you have to fundamentally rewire that belief in your head. And you have to stop rushing. You have to stop being like, I have to make 10K in the next 7 days. That's fine. And you can be ambitious. And you can go out there and go and get what's yours, rightfully so. But stop attaching unnecessary, unrealistic timelines to your goals. Right? If you're someone with no skills, no prior experience, no nothing, the odds that you're going to make $10,000 per month in your first month of starting a new thing is almost zero. And that's the raw reality of it. That's the stuff no one will tell you, because if I tell you this, you're not going to buy my course. I don't even sell a fucking course, just for context, okay? But a lot of these guys, they'll tell you, oh yeah, you can make 10K in 30 days. You can't. If you're an underskilled, underdeveloped, underlearned person trying to make $10,000 a month in the first month, it's very unlikely that you will. And that is the reality. Granted, there's obviously exceptions, but there's exceptions to every rule in the world. I'm talking about the vast majority of people don't do that in the first month. It's just unrealistic. And what happens is you hear people say, oh yeah, I made $10,000 in 13 days. What you don't see is the fact that they spent 3 years prior learning all the business skills, learning sales, learning management, working with a mentor, investing in themselves, to then finally start this new business. And since they've acquired all the skills, then they make money fast. Right? There's a good saying, which is that if you want to make a lot of money really fast, make no money for a long period of time until you have enough skills to make money really fast. And that's just very true. And so the problem is a lot of us, especially younger entrepreneurs, want to make money really fast, right? I want to make 10K now. But you don't even know how. And then you get discouraged after 30 days when you haven't done it, when instead of actually going out there and doing things that would make you money, which I'm going to talk about in a second, so bear with me, right? Money-making activities. What you do is you just try and do things that will make you the money the quickest. But here's the deal, is what makes you money fast and what makes you a lot of money is not the same. Okay, it's not the same. If I absolutely needed to make money really, really, really fast today, I would just sell everything I own. Sell on all my investments, right? Sell all my assets. See if I can flip something online real quick. Those are things I would do to make money really fast. But that's not sustainable. That's not going to hold me that long. And once I've sold everything, I have nothing else to sell. And so if you want to make good and a lot of money, right, an abundance and a flow of money, a lot of us don't just want to make a lot of money one time, right? You don't just want to make $1 million this month and never, ever again. You want to consistently make money, right? If you want to do it, you have to build it up, right? You want to make a lot of money, just sell everything you own. Boom, perfect, right? Do a one-time hit job, right? A fucking bounty, right? Like go do like these one-time job things if you want to make a lot of money right now. But most of us don't want that. We want to make recurring money for the rest of our lives, which means you have to build. And here's the thing. In order to build something good, in order to build something incredible, in order to build something that will make you money, generational amounts of money, right, for the rest of your life, you're going to have to learn. And typically learning means not earning in the short term, right? You're going to have to learn sales. And when you're bad at sales, you're not going to make any sales. And therefore, as a byproduct of that, you will not make any money. And that's totally fine because you're learning and you're acquiring the skills that will down the line make you the money, which is what we want inevitably, right? And so the point I'm trying to make here is start focusing on things that will actually make you better. Start focusing on things that will actually that will allow you to make more money in the future. So instead of trying to think, how can I make $10,000 this month, extend that time horizon and go, if I had to make $10,000, guaranteed, like I'm talking about no shadow of a doubt, otherwise you get shot in the head. If I had to do it, listen up. If I had to do it in a year and it had to be guaranteed by the end of the year, what would I do? And ask yourself that question and say, cool. Now, how can I make that plan happen in as short as time as possible? For example, if you said, well, I just need to get good at sales, need to hop on more sales calls, then instead of booking 1 sales call a day, book 10 a day. And you'll get to your goal quicker. But don't tell yourself you have to do it in a month, because the second you say that, you start to think with a scarce mindset. You start to think, oh shit. And then you start to do things improperly. And so extend your time horizon Okay? Extend your time horizon for the goals, but decrease your time horizon for the actions. So what I mean by this is extend your time horizon in which your goals have to get reached, but decrease the time horizon in which you have to do the actions. So focus your effort on the inputs, not the outputs, because that's all you can control. You can't control the outputs. As much as we want to control them, we can't to every degree. But we can control our inputs. We can control what we do every single day. That we can control. And so that is what I recommend that you focus our energy on, is what can I do today to get closer to my goal? It says, as Hormozi says, be patient with your outputs and impatient with your inputs. And the way Hormozi describes patience is just figuring out what to do in the meantime. And so if you're patient with your outputs, that basically means figure out what to do in the meantime until you get to your goal. And the thing you do in the meantime is the actions required to get you to your goal. So be impatient with the inputs. I'm not telling you to sit here and extend your goals over the next 10 years to take longer to do them. No. I'm telling you to extend your time horizon so you can think more clearly, you can think with abundance, you can think with clarity, but then act with urgency. That's the difference, is a lot of people do the other way around. They think with urgency, right, and scarcity, and then try and act with these other things, and it doesn't work. It doesn't mesh. It doesn't work. They don't go the same together. And so the thing is, we see a lot of people online make a lot of money really fast, right? Because everyone talks about it. Heck, I do too, right? How I made this in this amount of days. And the thing is, what a lot of people don't tell you is they only show you the tip of the iceberg. How I made 10K in 30 days. But like I said early on, is what they don't show you is what happened before. What happened before that time frame? What did they do? Right? Like if you look at their lives, they typically didn't just magically out of nowhere start making an abundance of money. They typically worked and learned and acquired skills. And the thing is, you make money fast once your skill level matches the opportunity. That's when you make money really, really fast. Think of it like an actor. It's a really good example. You go to acting school, you go to film school, you get some low gigs, you build your skills, not making a lot of money. You're making very little money, right? Especially actors, they make no money. You're making very little money, but you're just improving. You're taking courses, you're investing in mentorships, you're getting a coach, et cetera, you're practicing, and all of a sudden you become really good. And then there's this one role that's for you, it's perfect, you get the job, and it pays you the big bucks. That guy could say, oh, I made $1 million off of one film. Which is true, but he won't show you is the 10 years prior where he made nothing, acquiring the skill sets so that when the opportunity presented itself, the skill set matched the opportunity. And that's what people don't understand, and they don't want to see this because people want the prize, but they don't want to pay the price. People want the trophy, but they don't want to do the training. People want the view, but they don't want to do the climb. You see, that's the problem, is everybody wants the short, fast goodness. They don't want all the bad stuff associated with it. And if you don't want the bad stuff, you can't get the good stuff. Because there is no light without dark, there's no good without bad. And the reason why this is good in the first place is because there's so much bad attached with it. There's so much bad associated with the good. That's what makes the good good. That's what makes real love so worth it, is it's so hard to find and it's so hard to fight for, right? Even in love and relationships, there's this idea that love is going to be easy. You just sit back, relax, whoopity-doopity-doo. No, it's the exact opposite. But that's why it's so beautiful, is because it takes so much work. It's why getting your dream body is so hard, in the sense of it's hard not because it's difficult, in the sense of it's complex. No, it's very simple. You go to the gym every single day, you progressively overload, you eat healthy food, right? You watch your caloric intake, etc., right? You make sure you hit your macros, and you sleep good. Fundamentally, that's it. Pretty simple. All of us know that. But what's hard is to do that every single day for the next 10 years and be consistent with it to get to the goal you want. That's the difficult part, right? But that's exactly what makes having the body so worth it, is that most people will give up because they're like, man, this is too much. I'm doing this every single day and I'm getting nothing for it. And that's the same with making money. Is you show up every single day. Every single day you show up. Right? You work. And some days, some weeks, some months, some years, you have nothing to show for it. But you keep going. You acquire those skill sets. You stack yourself as someone who has a variety of skill sets. And eventually when the opportunity presents itself and you've acquired the skill sets, you've done the hard work, then you ball out. But that's the part that nobody wants to talk about, is this time period where you just acquire skills. You just learn. There's one of my buddies, he runs an agency, social media marketing agency, right? He's running it for the last 2.5 years. For the last 2 years, he was making pennies, barely making any money, barely any progress. And then after that 2-year mark, after same niche, same offer, same everything, all of a sudden something switched. And now he's hitting 10, 15, 20K months. Like there's no tomorrow, like it's easy. And I asked him why. He said, dude, I just stuck to the same thing. And eventually I just got really good at what I did that people started paying me a lot of money. The problem is if I didn't stick to it for the first 2 years, I wouldn't have learned that. And I wouldn't have made the amount of money I'm making now. He said that's the key, is in the 2 years where I didn't make much, but I learned a lot. So yeah, if you're still not making $10,000 a month, you're a bot, but it's okay. Because this video showed you how to unbot, how to un-NPC, how to unprogram your mind to view money as an abundant source. And to rewire the way you fundamentally see money and operate and make your goals so that you can make making $10,000 a month or even 15, 20, 30, 50, $100,000 a month easier. That was my goal with this video. Okay? Now, if you want me to mentor you, man, I can't take it now. I'm fucking with you. Okay? There's obviously links down below. If you want to go check them out, you can. I don't give a fuck because once again, this is the idea of abundance. If you want my help, you'll come to me. I don't need to tell you to fucking go buy my shit. And as a matter of fact, you can't buy it. You can only apply for it. So for those of you in the comments saying, oh, he just sells, you can't even buy from me. You broke motherfuckers right now typing in the comments, oh, another course seller. It's not even a course. Oh, another fake guru. I've actually made the money. You can go look at all the screenshots. I've been posting YouTube. There's over 600 videos over the last 8 years. And all this fucking bullshit. It's like, dude, you can't even buy from me. You right now typing in the comments, you can't buy from me. Why? Because it's application only. Like, you have to apply. And I only want winners around me. Because the people that join and join my tribe, my network, my inner circle, my mastermind, those guys are people I hang out with in person. Those are guys I actually meet up with. Those are guys I talk to every single day. And so I don't want some fucking losers. Simple as that. All right, but for those of you winners out there, use this, make a lot of fucking money. You owe it to yourself to be great. And if you don't want to owe it to yourself, fine. You owe it to your mom, to your dad, to your brothers, to your sisters, to your cousins, to your uncles, to your grandma, to your grandpa. And if you want to do it for them, do it for your future wife and kids. You owe it to somebody, so work hard. Peace.